Hello class, in this video we are going to discuss forms of deriving quadratic equation when the roots are given. Let's delve right into this.
Welcome to Math with Father. Welcome to Math with Father. Subscribe, like and share.
How quadratic equations are derived when the roots are given. Given the roots of any quadratic equation, we can write the equation as x squared minus into brackets sum of roots multiplying x plus into brackets product of roots equals 0. X squared minus into brackets sum of roots by x plus the product of roots equals 0. Okay, so we are going to form a quadratic equation when the roots are given by using this approach in solving or deriving the quadratic equation. So let's find the quadratic equation whose roots are. Okay, so we are to find the quadratic equation given these roots. Starting with the first one, 3 and the number -4. Alright, so what we are going to do is we are going to write our quadratic equation as x squared minus the sum of roots x plus the product of roots is equal to 0. So from these roots we are going to sum them up. So our sum of roots is equal to summing up these roots, which is 3 plus into brackets -4 and 3 plus and then the negative sign, so the negative sign dominates -4 and our result is -1 for the sum. Now let's move on to the product. So product of roots is equal to the same root 3 multiplying -4. So that would be 3 multiplying -4, that would be -12. So with our sum we have -1 and our product we have -12. So we are going to replace them inside the bracket. Where there is sum, we are replacing it with sum. So from here we have x squared here minus sum of roots x. So sum of roots into bracket, which is -1 multiplying x plus in the bracket product of roots we have -12. -12 equals 0. So let's simplify. X squared minus tends to addition, so plus 1x, and 1 times any number gives us the same number. So the variable x plus -12 also gives us -12 equals 0. And this is our equation derived or formulated from this root. So this is the equation derived from this root. So initially we were given equations to find the roots, but in this section we are given roots to find the equation. So this is it. Alternatively, from the same root, 3 and negative 4. We all know that every root is equated to a variable, so it's a variable that comes out with a number. Now x, we are letting x be the variable. So if x is the variable, then x is equal to 3 is the root, and x is also equal to negative 4 is also the other root. So this can be grouped into factor by taking the 3 to the left hand side of the equation. So taking it from the right hand side to the left hand side, here is positive. So crossing the equal sign, it changes to negative. Now x minus 3 is equal to 0 as this one. So this is the factor, this is the 0. And x negative 4 to this side tends to positive is equal to 0. So these two factors can be grouped in two brackets. So in the bracket, x minus 3 as the first bracket, the second bracket x plus 4 all equal to 0. These two separate brackets could be expanded by taking off the bracket, so which is multiplying these two brackets. Now x by x gives us x by x gives us x squared, x by 4 gives us plus 4x. So we are exhausted with it. Negative 3 by x also gives us negative 3x, and negative 3 by 4 also gives us negative 12. Negative 12 equals 0. So let's simplify. X squared plus 4x minus 3x. So plus 4 minus 3 gives us 1. So plus x minus 12 equals 0. Now let's compare our two equations. X squared plus x minus 12 equals 0 to this one. X squared plus x minus 12 equals 0. So it's either you go with this equation. So after coming out with the equation, you find the sum of roots, then you substitute in here, find the product of roots and substitute in here. After that, you simplify to generate your quadratic equation, or use the alternate aspect, which is equating each of the roots to a variable and finding the factors of the variable. After finding the factors, you would expand your factors by getting the equation. So let's look at the other examples. So B, C, D, E, get your book and your writing pen, or get your pen and your writing pad. Solve these equations or solve these roots by generating the equations. I'm going to provide short to these roots by generating the equations, and after solving, you compare it to my short. Please subscribe,
Subscribe,
give
like
me
and
thumbs
share.
up, put me on post notification anytime I put new video, and we grow as a family by making science and math a reality.